Ah, fuck. It didn't work. It didn't work.
Whee!
Ah, no, it didn't work. Oh, there we go. Never mind. It did work.
I'm still spinning.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Show and Tell. Welcome to Show and Tell with
Oh, whoops.
Subsalotl.
Sorry, I got wide.
With
My
wide
bad.
soap.
We're good.
Yeah. We're spinning. We're spinning. Okay, you might have been right about what hotkey I've chosen. Yeah. Well, okay, well, off I go. A little late, but better late than never, I suppose.
We love you for it. You're doing
Yeah.
great. You're doing great, Sweaty.
Apparently that's the screenshot button. Oh, I appear to be stuck.
Ah,
I appear to be stuck doing this now.
I will spin with you.
I'm gonna throw up.
How fast do you want me? I'll spin really fast.
You gotta match my speed. Yeah. There you go. Oh god, you're taking off.
Whee!
Alright, let me see if I can stop this.
Helicopter!
Let me stop this crazy thing. Alright, let me break this hotkey that I built specifically to do this. Alright, try to stop this. There we go. Oof.
There you go.
Spinning in solidarity. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's another wonderful collab day with Craig is smashing his face on your keyboard while I try to type. Aw, poor Craig.
Aww.
Just wants your attention. It's another wonderful collab stream. We're doing show and tell again this week, and we've got the wonderful, amazing Soapsalotl.
Hi. I'm here.
You can follow over there, who was once last playing Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Yeah, and tomorrow I will be doing probably some Animal Crossing and Power Wash Simulator.
Hell yeah. I gotta get back into XIV. I still am not through A Realm Reborn.
Yeah. Don't worry, once you get out of there, it gets better.
I hear it picks up. The speed that in which I will do it picks up. And I hear that most of the cutscenes get voiced after that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll help.
They're kind of voiced right now, which I know quite a few of I know of quite a few of the voice actors that are in A Realm Reborn, and then they all get replaced with British voice actors. One of which, although you don't hear him for a really long time, but one of which was voted sexiest man of the year.
Oh hell yeah! Well, good for him.
We love our boy.
We love our boy.
That's my cat boy. That's my cat boy, Grahatia.
Sure. I've just been excited to meet Wook Lamont, but I know that's pretty far out still.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll care about more characters.
I mean, I care about the characters I've met so far, but my sweet darling wife, Wook Lamont.
Huh?
I put him as my sexy boy on my slideshow. Hell yeah, Jazz.
Hell yeah.
Okay, well, you've brought something for show and tell. What would you like to introduce the subject of today?
All right, hold on. I will pull it up here. I have made an entire slideshow for you.
Oh hell yeah!
Granted, it's on a thingamadoo that I can't remember. It's on one of those things. It's on a PDF file. I'm so sorry. I have to, and it's currently open in a browser source. But this works beautifully. I have so much to share.
Okay. All right, let me get this open here. I'll pop out your stream so that I can share it with.
What's wrong?
There's nothing wrong. Want to hit F11 for me?
Yeah, I can do that. That's the wrong heck. There we
you go.
Ta-da!
Yay! Plants have taken over your life. You should let them do the same to you. Assimilate.
Oh, yeah!
I see.
Plants have taken over my life. You should let them do the same to you. Assimilate.
So TK always hates it when I pull up a slideshow. I do get nervous when you pull up a slideshow, Jazz.
Oh my gosh.
You have many plants. I have been hearing a little bit about the plants you've been getting. You've been sending them to
Yeah.
me on a discrete messaging platform that we know because we know each other
Yep.
personally.
Yeah. Yep. You get my really cool photos of my plants. You get to know whenever there's a new leaf on the way from my one problem child, which is actually one of like my best children, but it's a problem child for a specific reason, which I'll get into later on in this slideshow.
Okay, all right. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, so we're gonna start with an easy one here. Whoops. How many plants do I got? Well, you can see that it extended past the little section I had there.
Yeah, I
So
see
if
that.
anyone wants to start keeping track of how many I have and give me a total number, I'd love it if you did. So we have my Monstera, which let me find my mouse. There, you can see my mouse on the screen, right?
Yeah. I see your little your whooper.
My little whooper.
Mhm.
So this one right here is my Monstera. The next
Okay.
one I have up here is my Scarlet Secret Alocasia. Then we got 6 different succulents, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the big little pot down. The big pot down here.
Yeah.
We have 4 pothos plants, which are here, 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 and I don't think the 4th one is shown in these pictures here.
Okay.
9 spider plants.
That's a lot of spider plants. Why so many spider plants, if I may? If I may interrupt and ask.
We'll get into that later on.
Okay.
Because so I'll just say the last couple. I have my draconia tree and my asparagus fern.
Okay.
So, hi. I used to hate plants because growing up, it was a regular thing in my household that every Mother's Day, my brother and I would have to go out to my mom's garden. And in my mom's garden, she would get to plant all the pretty things. She got to pick all things that got planted in the garden. And our job was to go out there and proceed to weed the whole thing, pull out all of the grass, all of the things, and it made me have an absolute loathing for plants. But as I got older, I attained a plant, and I really liked it, and
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'm currently living in a situation where I could have plants, so I collected a couple plants that went outside. I had one that went inside, and I kind of realized I was good at it by accident.
That's fair. I get it.
Yeah, it's one of those things of I really like plants now,
I love that
even
for
though
you.
I hated them before.
I think this
Major
makes a lot of
Major
sense.
Yeah.
I think this makes a lot of sense with everything I know about you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't always like plants. I realized I liked this after a lot of hate for them initially from
Mhm.
growing up, and then I started keeping them and I realized, oh hey, I don't kill them. They actually stay alive pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is good, but I've run into a problem.
Or now you have 1 billion plants.
I have 1 billion plants. I thought a lot of them were going to die, and I keep getting more, and
Yeah.
they're happy enough that they're propagating. We'll get into it later, but I need to show this one up here. I call her my mother cow.
I see.
Because I'll explain this when I talk about the spider plants, but spider plants are really easy to propagate when they're happy.
Yeah.
So, good news, they're happy.
That's good.
Bad news, they're happy.
Bad news, I now have 9
So-
spider plants.
Bad news, I now have 9 spider plants and more on the way.
Yeah.
So, let's start this off with my baby, my pride and joy, my Monstera. I got this Monstera at a really cool botanical garden that is in Alberta. It started out really small, and I thought it was just leafy and boring. Turns out, that is just what a juvenile Monstera looks like.
Right.
So this is my goodest and jerk of a plant.
Right,
My
right.
goodest boy, my jerk of a plant. So pros about a Monstera plant. They are really easy to take care of. They have these beautiful, pretty big leaves. Don't be fooled. I know you're going to be like, but Soap, I've seen people selling cuttings of these for like $80. Stop buying cuttings of people's really pretty, like, like a half white, half green monsteras. Just go to IKEA, go to any plant store. You can buy them for like $20, maybe less. You don't need to spend $80 on one leaf that has big splotches of white on it.
Got it.
The next thing is they don't need a whole bunch of light. You stick them to one end of your house or room. As long as they're getting hit with light once a day, they're happy because they're actually from the jungle. The reason why mine has a huge pole going up it here is because they climb up larger trees.
I see. So that's so that I can get some height and some stability because I see those the stems are.
It's reaching.
Yeah.
It's reaching. So a big problem about having plants in our area of Canada is where the sun is.
Yeah.
Because the sun is very southward and doesn't go up. And plants are, the way that they are, like, how they function is they want to go up. Well, less up, but they want to go towards the sun. So the sun is this way. So a lot of plants and a lot of my plants are very what's called leggy because they're stretching to reach the sun instead of staying nice and squat and being like, the sun's just right there.
Yeah, 100%.
So the cons of monsteras. This bitch won't fenestrate. For anyone who does not know what fenestrating is when a leaf on a plant has holes in it. You know, me talking about monsteras, you've probably seen like the plant pattern leaf on a whole bunch of, like, oh yeah, that cool tropical plant with like all the holes in it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why monstera plants do that. It's actually to allow light to go through the leaves because in the tropical jungles where you find them, a lot of those taller trees are blocking most light. So for every leaf on the monstera to still do a job, so it doesn't waste its leaves, it'll create holes in the leaves as it gets bigger so that light can go through the leaves and still hit the smaller leaves and the juvenile ones that are beneath it.
Right. Gotcha.
So every leaf still has a purpose, and that way it's not wasting any of its energy. However, this is its newest leaf. I had so much hope that this one was going to have holes in it. We shone a light on it to be like, oh yeah, this part is like really bright. Like, it's probably going to be something. And then it opened up finally after a week because the leaves do not just open up and be like, hello, hi, I'm here. It takes like over a week for one to fully open up and be like, hi, I'm so happy to be here. It's like waiting for a drag queen to come out. Fashionably late, extra. You're so happy when you see them because like they look gorgeous.
Yeah.
But the anticipation for waiting for them kills me every time. I think that's Gallant. Yeah, I do really like Digimon. Hi. So you guys probably expected me to walk in here. You guys know me as like the Digimon guy. As well as other stuff. You probably expected me to come in here and be like, hi, I'm here to talk about Digimon today. Not the case. I'm here to talk about plants, because again, they've taken over my life and my apartment, and I think they should do the same for you.
Yeah, you could also benefit from plants in your home.
Plants are really good.
They are.
They are so good. It's more like having a... So, a lot of people are like, hey, plants, they kind of sit around, they do nothing, they're green, they make your place feel a little bit better. Sometimes they get bugs. Hey, plants are actually more like fish. Fun thing, recent studies have shown that your plants can identify you, and when they hear you coming home, they let off electrical signals inside themselves that are similar to a dog getting excited to when you get home. So they know when you're coming near them, and they get excited. They learn their people, and they're like, oh my gosh, that's my person. They're gonna prune me, they're gonna give me water, my person. So hey, the plants do actually care about you. They do speak. So yeah, that's my one con with my Monstera. I highly recommend Monsteras, especially for people that are new to plants. And one thing I'll say about all the plants most of the plants that I'm showing here is, hi, hello, I have ADHD. I forget things exist and my object permanence is not good.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the plants I keep are hardy. They actually do not care to be watered often, except for when they're babies.
Right.
And a lot of them are actually very good at telling me when they need water instead of just being like, oh crap, I left that alone for a month, turning around, oh, it's dead.
Yeah, it's just gone.
It's just gone. So This is me showcasing plants and being like, please start keeping plants. I need more people to keep plants so I can talk about plants more. And people be like, oh, I need more people to get excited about a new leaf week with me. Coming at me and being like, it just sprouted a new leaf. And I'll be like, hell yeah!
If there are any plants that would survive in my basement where I live, I would happily keep
Do you have
plants.
any windows?
None. I mean, I have windows, but they don't get a lot of sunlight in them.
Good news. So Monstera would actually like that quite a bit, as long as it gets hit with light once a day.
I would have to take
As long
it
as
on
it's
walks.
even getting hit with dim
Like,
light.
it wouldn't get hit by direct light at any point, so I'd have to take my Monstera on walks.
Take it with you. Just like take it on a walk and take it through the street. Be like, hey, this is my child.
I'll take it to work.
Yeah. All right. So my next one. My Scarlet Secret. Oops, it's toxic.
Oh no.
I have 2 cats.
Yes.
This one stays in a location where it will not see my cats because I got this one. I thought it was another Monstera. Somebody was out, a friend of mine was out shopping at a big farmer's market kind of deal, and they're like, "Hey, here's a plant place. Do you want any of these plants?" And I saw this plant with big, beautiful leaves, and I thought it was a Monstera.
Yeah.
Turns out, no, it's an alocasia.
Oh no.
And it's really cool. So this is the front where it has all these like very decorative, like kind of looking leaves. When you turn it around, the back side of the leaves are all this bright red color. Hence why it's called a Scarlet Secret or a Red Secret, because it's the secret of the leaf is the other side of it.
Right. It looks very beautiful.
It's very beautiful. Again, this is another really hardy plant. I initially, when I got it, I had heard that so my pros and cons, I'm starting with the cons with this one because, again, this was my oops plant.
Yeah.
So they are toxic to animals. Keep it away from your pets. It wants lots and no attention. Check its water, it's how damp the dirt is every now and then, and just leave it alone.
Yeah, fair enough.
Less is a lot more for this one, but it does still need check-ins a little bit more often than some more hardier plants.
Gotcha.
And tell them about the flowers. The flowers are ugly. These 2 things right here are flowers.
Oh, that's just what they look like?
That's what they look like. They get the one little nubbin on the end there, and then they're just big bulbs. I have heard, when this thing started flowering, I noticed that a lot of its growth kind of stunted, and I was kind of worried about it. So I went looking for information about it, and I found that Plant Reddit has... Plant Reddit's kind of divided.
Oh, I see.
Either they'll tell you, chop off the flower because the plant puts way too much energy into these ugly-ass flowers that it doesn't need because it's not reproducing unless you want it to reproduce. Or leave it alone because cutting off the flower will stress it out.
Ah, I see.
So I leave it alone because that's easier for me, and then I don't have to worry about stressing it out because I'd rather it just put the energy into the flower and then go through its cycles.
Yeah.
Then
that makes sense.
Be stressed out because stressing your plant out. Listen, I'm stressed out plenty. I don't want to wish that upon anyone else.
You don't want to add it to your plants.
For crossover sake, there's a Plantmon. There are so many cool plant Digimon. So yeah, the pros. It's somehow alive. I was told this thing is very high maintenance. It's not. It's another case of like my Monstera of it stays on one side of my room. It gets hit with light once a day. It is thriving and happy. It puts out leaves every now and then. It's putting out small leaves right now, which means that it's not getting as much as it could, but it's still putting out leaves and it's growing and it's happy. The leaves are also super pretty. Again, it's got that really nice like maroon red color on the other side. And I mean, just look at her.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love the leaf color.
She was worth accidentally right?
Yeah.
She was worth accidentally keeping alive.
Look, I was an accident. My parents were happy with me.
Oh no! Oh, I'm glad your parents kept you too. But yeah. So yeah. Alocasia. Really cool, really good. My Draconia tree.
Big
so this
tree.
Thing, big, beautiful tree. All these great like grassy leaves coming off of it. It's this deep green color with like little bits of red coming off of it on the ends. It's gorgeous. Pros, it's big and pretty. So far, it's low maintenance, and it's really cool.
Hell yeah.
Cons, it's big, so if you don't want a big plant, I wouldn't recommend it. I genuinely just went looking for a really big plant because I wanted a really big plant. I don't know much about him right now because he's new. I've only had him for maybe 3 weeks, and he's looking great.
Hell yeah.
I also haven't gone on the deep dive to figure out what I fully need for him. He came with a tag that pretty much just says, here's the directions on how to care for him.
Yeah.
I haven't looked deep into him. He's also up high so that a specific cat does not give him a haircut, because I'll get into this once we get to Spider Plant.
Right.
But there is a huge difference between plants that upset your cat's stomach and plants that are toxic for your cats.
Gotcha.
Because I have a very actually pet safe plant, but I've heard a lot of people tell me that no, it's toxic or it's poisonous, like you can't let your cats have it. I have seen a huge chonker give all of my spider plants unfortunate haircuts, and she is thriving. So both the plants and the cat. So I can tell you that there's that whole thing. But yes, my Draconia, my new big baby, big, beautiful, absolutely love them. Any questions from you so far, TK, on these?
Not yet. I don't know enough about plants to even know what to ask. Mainly my curiosities are like what are these plants? I'm thinking about what are these plants I could maybe have in my home right now.
I have great news for you.
Uh-huh.
Some of these you most certainly could. Even
though that I live in a basement?
Yes. I'll get into some of them here in a second.
Okay.
So the next one, this one I wouldn't recommend for you because they absolutely love sunlight.
Okay.
Succulents.
Yeah, these guys.
Are
my roommate has some of these.
Adjacent. Yep. These guys are cactus adjacent. They like sun so much so you'll notice a whole bunch of mine are kind of dripping out of their planter.
They're really reaching for the sun.
Yeah, they're really reaching. This is what's called being leggy when they're not getting enough sunlight, so they crawl out of their pot. This is supposed to look like this, if not like more stouter and like together.
Gotcha.
As you can see, it does not.
Yeah, that guy's going on an adventure. That guy's got places to be, and that place is where sun is.
So that's what's called a silver spoon succulent.
Right.
They're pretty decent for people with pets because they produce this silvery powder that deters animals from biting them.
Oh,
One leaf on it somewhere has a bite from one of the cats trying it and immediately finding out they did not like it.
My cats will eat any plant, so I have none. Toxicity isn't the issue, it's the cat. My cat ate a cactus after removing the spines one by one. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. That's nuts.
That's dedication. That's like, I see a thing and I want it, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to have it.
Right? I like the Lego bamboo. So there's a whole bunch of Lego in my apartment. A lot of it because the other cat, specifically the criminal in question that has been giving the plants haircuts, Onion, belongs to my brother.
Ah, okay.
And my brother, not being able to have a lot of plants, but liking plants, he started collecting Lego plants. So there's a whole bunch of Lego plant sets decorating our apartment as well, which is really nice.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, these are all of them. These are my babies. This was the top of one of these. A lot of them that I found, so succulents are weird because there's different ways that they can take off.
Right.
A lot of them that people show you is taking off the leaves and then misting and keeping the leaves very moist to get them to start making these little buds.
Okay.
I actually don't have a lot of luck with that, especially with this plant. This plant doesn't do that at all. This one does it, and this one can do it. But the easiest way to get your succulent to make babies is actually to cut it back, put the end in water, or keep the end of it moist, like from the stem, rather than just the little leaf.
Right.
And then wait for it to start getting roots and then stick it in dirt. That's what I did with this guy to make a baby off of this guy. And this one is from leaves. This one is from the end being cut off. This one has been growing a lot more healthily than this one. This one's very stagnated, and despite the fact that I've given it so much like nutrients and water, it's still just tiny little buds in there.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
And
you
then, yes.
you clearly like succulents.
I do, but not as much as my leafy ones these days.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. I was just gonna ask, like, are you purposely trying to grow more?
Yes and no. Part of my propagation process now is simply out of the fact that some of them need to be propagated to stay healthy. I could keep letting them go. As you can see, this one started crawling out of its pot as well.
Mm-hmm.
But for plants like this, she's not healthy anymore. He's not they're not doing their best life.
Mm-hmm.
So once it gets warmer and it's a little bit more safer, I'm gonna be cutting it at like the base here.
Mm-hmm.
And then trying to dial it back and then cut off all these bits and make babies of them because I don't like making waste.
Yeah.
I have the same problem with like pasta jars or like pasta sauce jars that you buy from the grocery store. I don't like throwing away the jar because if glass is such a renewable thing that it feels wrong to put it in
Yeah.
a
You
waste
can just
bin.
use the jar for stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
So yeah, so that's why I am propagating and why it looks like I have so many because I actually really only have two. I got
Gotcha.
this one and this one from the same botanical garden where I got my Monstera. Just these were my first two that I got.
Mm-hmm.
This one I got because it was fuzzy and cute and it reminded me of a succulent that I genuinely really like called Bear Paws.
Okay.
And they're really cute. They do look like little animal paws and they're so adorable.
There's
this one.
a question in chat from Fuyak.
Yeah.
Wondering if the the unicorn pot is a necessity.
Oh, it's not even a pot. It's a mug that fit the pot.
Gotcha.
It's a necessity in my soul.
Yeah,
Fun
that's
thing
fair.
with plants that a lot of people don't know about. These plastic little somehow I right clicked. These plastic little containers are actually what you want to put your plants in instead of the pot itself. I only recently learned about this from ending up on Plant Talk and just learning more about keeping plants.
Okay.
It's easier to water them and to take care of them when they're in these little ones, and all these little ones tend to have drainage holes.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're taking care of houseplants, you don't want water to be sitting in the bottom of the planter because that's how you're going to get root rot, that's how you're going to get mold, that's how pestilence is going to get into your plant and flies are going to get in. So to keep your plant healthier longer as well as to keep your home less buggy and less bad, you want to make sure that your container for it has drainage. And then you can put decorative little holders. As you can see, I have like each of them sits in a little holder. You can put decorative little things to hold the plant in. And this does help as well because it'll catch extra water. So if you give it a watering and you give it exactly the right kind of water, it might still, all that water will end up coming out of it.
Yeah.
So if you leave it in these, it'll reabsorb the water and drink the appropriate amount of water. Or alternatively, it'll sit in the bottom and it won't get in gross with your dirt.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I might be getting ahead.
Do you hydroponic?
Do you have hydroponics set up?
I don't have any proper hydroponic setup. I've seen like those big poles, as well as I did kind of accidentally hydroponic today with this plant here and one of the plants above it. I was giving them a water as I was taking photos of each of them because some of them needed watering.
Mm-hmm.
And I overwatered one of the spider plants that was above this one, and it spilled over and went into this one. And I was like, well, hydroponics, I guess. Literally, as I was thinking, I was like accidentally hydroponicking. So yeah, these are my succulents, and I'm gonna be propagating them and getting more little babies out there. If you live in my local area, you might see some succulents and spider plants for sale on Facebook Marketplace for very cheap because
Noted.
I just want them gone.
Yeah, you have so many already.
I'll give them away. I do. I have too many. All right. Palmer, my leaf palm, or my palm fern.
Palmer. Hi, Palmer.
Palm. Little guy. Pretty big little guy.
Well,
He's supposed to reach a maximum
Now I have to ask, do you name all your plants? Do they all have individual names?
I name a lot of them. I name a lot of them.
Okay.
My Monstera is just Monstera. Draconia, I just call it my Draconia instead of my tree because Draconia is so much cooler. All of my
Yeah.
Pothoses are named. Palmer is named because he
Yeah.
baby, I love him.
Yeah.
And
A
then
lot of personality.
I always refer to her as my Scarlet Secret, so I just call her Scarlet, which is my alocasia plant.
Mhm.
Even though when I got her, her tag said Scarlet Secret, but every time I Google her when I need information on her, it's always referred to as a Red Secret.
Gotcha.
So I don't know if someone who made the thing was being extra and they're just like, oh yes, the Scarlet Secret. But her name's Scarlet now.
Yeah, that's fair.
And yeah, so Bomber's a little palm fern. I bought him on a whim from a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
Because I went in, I saw him, he was cute, and I was like, I would like a little palm plant because that's adorable.
Yeah, a little friend.
And he actually, yeah, so pros. Easy to care for. He got really sick for a period,
Oh
but he
no.
bounced back really good.
Yay.
I had to cut off quite a bit of his dead parts because his dead parts, they went dark green and were like super crusty.
Oh no.
So I cut off all the crusty ones and just kept an eye on him, and he's bounced back. He's put out some new leaves. He does need a little help, I've learned, to when these guys shoot out these stalks,
Mm-hmm,
the stalks are kind of like bird feathers.
Oh, interesting.
If you've ever seen like bird feathers and how they come out in that like keratin sheath,
Yeah.
that's kind of how these guys grow out. And so usually you're not supposed to help them. They can figure themselves out. But Palmer, ever since he was sick, he has issues of letting those leaves frill out. So sometimes I'll look at him and he's got two together like a heart. I'm like, oh, I love you too, buddy. And then I'll flick the ends of them and
Help them separate.
help them separate.
Yeah.
Palmer was a victim to Onion. There's a whole bunch of like
Some hair
just
trimmings.
cut off some hair trimmings. I found out that Onion was eating Palmer because as embarrassing as it is, her and my cat Sage weren't getting along for the first little bit.
Right.
They still don't fully get along, but it was to the point where Onion was crapping outside of the litter box.
Oh.
And I went to go clean up the crap, and I look in and I see all this plant material that hadn't been digested.
I see.
And I was like,
Caught.
that looks a lot like caught in the action. I was like, that looks a lot like Palmer.
Yeah.
So I check out Palmer. Sure enough, Palmer has a whole bunch of chunks missing, and I knew I had to move him up here where he can't get launched.
Yeah.
But if anything, I do know this as well. Plants work a lot like hair.
Okay.
So if you've ever heard the thing of like, if you're having issues with your hair growing out or you feel like your hair is just like not doing well, go in and get the ends of it trimmed because it does encourage growth.
Right.
So even though Onion got to him and did a lot of like munching, I've noticed that he's been doing pretty well.
Hell yeah. You got it, Palmer.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
Palmer's doing him's best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the cons is that he did get sick. He got munched on. Otherwise, he's gorgeous and I love him. He used to be like itty bitty, like down to here. He's up to here, which is only like maybe 2 feet, and his max height is supposed to be like 4 feet tall.
That's tall. That's a tall guy.
It's tall, but I've had him for about like 3 years, give or take. So it's a very slow progression unless he's in like peak optimal tropical conditions.
Plants designed with munching in mind.
There are plants designed with munching in mind. If you ever go shopping or like for example, like sprouts. If you like eating sprouts, there's so many plants that are like the kind of sprout that you would want just to grow as a little seedling and then eat. Or catgrass. Catgrass and catnip are both cat safe to eat. However, I will not buy or grow them in my home, specifically because I don't want to train my pets to start eating all the other plants.
Yes. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because on the one hand, it's like we have these plants to train the cats like these are their plants and these plants are allowed to be eaten. But on the other side of it, if they learn that they can eat one plant, they'll probably learn that they can eat all of them.
Yeah, they'll think that like, oh, it's fucking open season on plants now.
Yep, and then we'll have accidents where this one gets launched, and I don't want that.
Yeah, no. You want to avoid that at
Yeah.
all costs. Absolutely.
Exactly. So yeah, there's Palmer, and clearly because of how he went through Onion, and Onion didn't make a huge fuss about it, uh, mildly pet safe. I will say when it comes to him and the spider plants coming up,
Mhm.
there's a difference between being pet safe, uh, and being toxic. Because
Yeah.
there are some that are pet safe, and there are some that are safe but will make their stomach hurt and they'll probably throw up.
Yeah, it's
Or
the difference
they won't
between like
process them at all.
lactose intolerance versus a fatal allergy.
Exactly. It won't kill your animal. Your animal will be fine if they eat them, but it's still going to make their stomach upset.
Yeah, they're not going to be happy about it. I have been wondering why is I love him in cons.
Oh shoot, that's not supposed to be there.
I've been sitting here wondering about that the whole time.
I can't remember why it's there,
Gotcha.
or if I put it there by accident, but it's just like, it's not even like a con. It's just like, I love him, and I
Yeah.
would like,
I just
when he
wanted to
got
make sure it
really
was
sick, a
written.
lot of people, when their plants get sick, it's like, well, I failed on that plant. But like, I had to move his pot down. He was in a bigger, prettier pot. He got moved down a pot. I went through all of the dirt and replaced all of the dirt. Like, when he was sick, I made sure he lived. Where most people are like, oh yeah, the plant's dying. Well, oh well, I guess I'll just go get a new plant. And I was like, no, my baby, don't die on me. You were my ride or die.
No, I believe in you, Palmer. And then Palmer pulled through because you believed. And
And then
you took
Palmer,
care.
yeah,
You took care of him.
I took care of him and he lived.
He
He's
lived.
thriving now. Alrighty, so now we're getting into the fun one. And this is one that I think you probably could keep, TK.
Yay. Pothos.
Pothos!
Hell yeah.
So, Pothos, pros, easy to care for. They are very hardy. It doesn't take much. You water them every 3 to 4 weeks.
Oh, like
They're
really
fine.
not that much?
Really not that much. Most of my plants only get watered every 3 to 4 weeks because it helps with keeping root rot at bay.
Okay.
Fun thing with plants. All of you who are killing your plants, you're like, oh, I have a thumb of death. I'm compared to people that have a green thumb. Every time I have a plant, I kill it. It's because all y'all are watering your plants too much.
All right, fair enough.
You're coming in and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna give you water every 2 to 3 days because that's what it said on the thing. That's what it said when it was in the tiny little thing. Once you get it into a bigger pot with real dirt, that thing does not want water often.
Yeah, the moisture,
Leave
or
it
like
alone.
the soil will retain moisture, so you don't need to be constantly giving it to it.
And or even then, even if the soil's not retaining a lot of moisture, they don't want constant watering. The only time they'll want to be watered often is if like you're actually in a full heat advisory, or it's just really hot where you are, then
Yeah.
you'll want to water them more often. But often cases, especially with houseplants where you're keeping the temperatures pretty the same,
Consistent, yeah.
leave them alone.
Yeah,
Just
all right.
leave them alone. So all of my pothos plants are named. It is in the cons of
You
so
must
the
name
vines,
them.
they get so they're easy to propagate. They can be a vine or a bush. They are naturally a vine and they'll grow out like this.
Mhm.
This is how they naturally want to do. But you can train them just to keep like going back because it's a vine.
Mhm.
Just keep looping them back into their pot and you'll end up with something more like this. I have seen them where people like have essentially a whole ball set up outside of the plant and
Oh, that's cool.
it looks really nice. Yeah. They're really easy to train and make them go the way you want them to. And they're also super easy to propagate. All you got to do is find the node, which is like this big chunk here, which will have little bumps coming off of it. You can kind of see some of them right along here on this plant, or like if this little nubbin right here. When you cut off at the node and drop it in water,
Mhm.
that little bump is vines. Or not vines, that little bump is roots.
Ah,
So
okay.
once it's cut off and put into water, or even some people are bold enough that they'll just drop them right into dirt, that'll just explode into roots and then it's its own plant.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah. I got one vine of pothos, which became these 3 plants.
Mm-hmm.
This one was actually like 2 that I cut off that weren't from that first vine that were doing really bad, just didn't do good for a whole year until finally they just decided, okay, we alive now, and now they're Tholo, my perfect boy. They are so leafy and looks like a perfect little potted plant, and I love them.
Yeah, Tholo is
Pathonius was my
beautiful.
first. Tholo is beautiful. Pathonius was my first one who was supposed to be put into the store that I work at.
Ah.
But because the store has north-facing windows, they didn't get enough light, and Pathonius was dying. So
Oh no.
Pathonius is just long, viney, and doing his best life. I actually, when I brought him to the store the first time, I ran a D&D campaign for my youths where they had to go deliver him to his uncle because they thought they were just delivering a plant. Turns out he was a adolescent or like a baby leshy.
Oh, that's cute. That's a fun little story.
Yeah, so at first it was just like, why are people attacking us for a stupid plant? It's just a plant, and one person's like, I'm gonna throw the plant overboard, and then when they got to the end, it's like, oh yeah, it's a leshy. And like, oh, this is a baby.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Whoops, we almost threw a baby overboard.
Uh-oh, yeah, whoopsies.
And then down here we have Pathello the first. So Pathonius went to the store. Pathello was my first one that actually took root and did well. Pathellos was another case of got really sick for a hot minute. I cut him back, and he's been growing and doing better. And he used to be very viney like Pathonius. But when I cut him back, I've been training him to stay in the pot.
Gotcha.
So he's doing all right.
So not reaching out as far.
Yeah. And then we have Bucket, the baby, where Bucket's in a bucket, but he's in one of those. I mentioned the bits that keep it like the bucket on the outside is decorative, and then he's in a pot that's in the bucket.
Yeah, of course.
And he actually came off of Pathonius. When Pathonius was sick, I did 2 cuttings. I did the cutting that was getting rid of all the parts that were sick, and then a second cutting in case the sickness went really deep in. I was like, okay, I don't want you to die 100%. So we're going to take a part of you that's healthy, and we're going to propagate that. So hopefully, even if you die, I'll still have a piece of you. And we have a piece of him. So it's very good.
Hell yeah.
So in the cons, we have these guys really do like light. They can survive in low light. But that's also why they get really long. So if you put them around a window, or if they just get hit once a day, they'll be happy. And again, another con is you must name them.
Yeah,
of
course.
It's in the rules. You have to name them.
I can think of many names. This will not be a problem for me.
Perfect. Me too. I'm really good at naming stuff.
It's all the GM experience we have.
Right?
We've run too many games.
We need to be careful. We run too many games, but you need to be careful when naming things as a GM. Otherwise, you get stuck at a moment where where your players know that you're having a mind struggle day. They're like, "What's this character's name?" And I'm sitting there, I'm like, Venus.
Yeah.
And then there's like, wow, Venus is our favorite character. We're gonna go talk to Venus every day, and I'm like, I hate all of you.
Yeah, this is Grimble. Oh, well, we're adopting Grimble, so Grimble's now in our party.
Yep. The last thing I'll mention about my...
like George Foreman.
I'm actually getting a cactus named George pretty soon from a friend of mine because my friend found out that they were allergic because they went to go water George and they touched the leaf. And their hand broke out into a rash. I was like, I'll take care of George. Like, sweet. So next time they travel up here, I'm getting George.
Welcome to the team, George.
Welcome to the team, but I did give them a spider plant in return. Like, here, take this spider plant because you shouldn't. It's technically a grass. You shouldn't react to it, and they haven't reacted to it yet. They haven't told me, so
fair. And because a character named Gothica because she needed a name stat. Yeah, that's just how it is in GMing.
Yep. Gothica is good. We love Gothica.
It's a good name.
Yeah. Last thing I'll say about the Pothos is sometimes they get these little yellow splotches on them. That doesn't mean that they're sick. That's actually just like similar to how Monstera, you've probably seen pictures of them online where they get those big white splotches.
Yeah.
Pothoses get those as little yellow splotches. They're called golden variations or like golden. I can't remember what the plant term for it is, but
and it doesn't hurt the plant.
It just means that this one grew. It doesn't hurt the plant. It just grew specialer. Specialer is not a word. it's a little specialer.
Yeah.
I do find that with the yellowing in the leaves, it is more healthy for them than
Okay.
compared to the white spots on monsteras, because monsteras getting the white spots is really cool, but that means there's no chlorophyll in that leaf, and that
Ah.
every part of it that's white, it's not getting any light and turning, like converting that.
Yeah, it's not
So
doing the nutrient thing.
yeah, so although it looks pretty, it's harder to take care of them when they do that.
Got it.
Yeah, pothos. Now we get into the thing everyone's wondering about. Why I have 9 of them. The horde of spiders.
Yeah, you have a house full of spiders.
I do. So pros. They're really easy to care for. They last for every. I meant to say forever, and they can visually tell you when they need water. Cons. They're really hardy. They're good luck trying to kill it. I got with the same thing when I got the pothos vine. I was given like 5 of these little things called runners. So spider plants don't really produce seeds.
Okay.
Are you familiar with what a runner is?
I'm not.
So the best thing I can describe, if you've ever seen them and like there's visually here, bamboo, strawberries, and spider plants produce what is called a runner, where they, instead of a leaf coming up, they make this really weird kind of stick coming out of it.
Ah, okay.
And the stick will grow a little baby plant off of it. The point of a runner is it grows out super tall so that it can fall over and drop the baby a
Somewhere
little
else.
distance from it, so
like
that
airdropping.
yeah, we're airdropping in. It's just like woo, and that way it's still a good distance from the original plant that it came off of,
Mhm.
but it's gonna make its own plant.
You murdered your spider
only
plant,
have-
Burdock? Oh no.
How? I can't for the life of me kill them. I had 5 of them because the person that I got them from was like, hey, you're gonna, like, these things sometimes don't take root very easily, so just here's 5 of them to get you started. Every single one of them took root. And every single one of them has propagated. The
Of
only
course.
one I have that has not propagated or made a baby is this one that was originally in this pot that I bought from Walmart that had like 7 little guys in it. And now it got so big and healthy. This thing's healthy in its own way. It's so big and happy. It loves being in the window. It looks like a big little, like, it looks like a big bush. And this is the only one that has never made a runner for me. Every single other spider plant I have has produced runners. These are my 2 ones that are currently up for grabs right now. This one's also my favorite. So spider plants.
You can't have a favorite child. That's not allowed.
I do, for a very good reason. So this one right here, you can see that it's kind of like pale.
Yeah.
This is telling me that it needs water. This is when I was taking photos earlier. This is
Right.
what I mean when it'll tell you. The leaves will kind of curl in. It'll look really just stringy and
Mhm.
very pale. You give it water, and the next day you go check it, it is happy. It turns
Yeah.
this bright green color again.
Yeah, just ready to go.
Right? Yeah, ready to go.
Full of life.
So I mentioned that this one's my favorite,
Mm-hmm.
and that's because this one is different. When I got those initial 5, one of them came with a unique genetic modification. Not modification, but like just it came out different from the other ones.
Sure.
Usually your spider plants are going to be green with a white stripe in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
This one is white with the green stripe in the middle. It came out reversed.
Yeah, yeah.
And it used to be that the white was a lot more took up a lot more area, but the healthier it got, the stronger it got, the green, the chlorophyll, which is the important part, took
Yeah.
over more of the leaf,
The more green happens.
which is a good thing. Yeah, more green happened, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I have a baby of it right here. This one loves to put out babies for me, which is very good. I love the cursor. Thank you. I got it from I shared them recently on Blue Sky. I'll have to remind me. Should I go get the link for them now or later?
I will take a look at your Blue Sky and I'll see if I can find it. You keep talking.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, this one's my favorite because it's inverted and all the babies that it produces are inverted. It's kind of like, I hate to say this in a way that is like awful. It's like if a lot of people in your family are born with black hair and
Mhm.
then one kid is born with red hair and everyone's like, "Oh, the red-haired one is so different and cute." And I'm like, "Yeah, it kind of is." And then your red-haired baby keeps giving you red-haired babies. So it keeps giving me the inverted, which is, it's not exactly super rare,
Right.
but it is like a different thing.
Yeah,
Fun thing I learned
it's
from my
cute because
brother.
it's got its like unique thing going on.
Yeah, it's unique. Fun thing I learned from my brother is because spider plants produce so quickly and there's so many genetic variations in their code, I have a couple that have grown to be like literally gigantic and some that are just still itty bitty little guys.
Right.
Because there's so much variation and they put out babies so different, the spider plants that I have in my apartment are completely different genuses and like their own thing compared to somebody living in a city away from me. And the farther you get and like the more people you find that have spider plants, they are all so different and diverse to the point where it's just like, it's like goldfish.
Oh, interesting.
It's like how you love your shiny Pokemon more. Yeah, exactly like that, Fuyak. Um, but yeah, it's just, it's really cool that they're such a hardy little plant. This is one that I would recommend for you more than the others because they like to be in hanging baskets. You could hang it from your ceiling where it could get any kind of light and it'd be out of the way. And it just, they thrive. These are another ones that don't need water very often. And again, they will visually tell you when they want water.
Right, absolutely. Got it.
So good for the people that are neurospicy because all the plants that I have are good for people that are neurospicy because hi, I'm neurospicy. I forget things exist and every now and then I'll go walk around my apartment and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, I guess you're telling me you need water. I will take care of that."
Yeah. Good to just like get a visual reference and then to take care of the problem there.
Yep. Exactly.
So long as I put them somewhere where
Uh
I will see them, that should be fine.
exactly. So this is one that I literally picked up today.
Asparagus
This
fern.
is an asparagus.
Neither asparagus or a fern.
Yes, it is neither asparagus or fern. I'm not sure exactly what it classifies as, but I always remember that. Pros, I bought it on a whim because it was on sale.
Yeah.
When I was at the checkout, they're like, "Would you like the deal of the day?" And I was like, "What's the deal of the day?" It's like, "This plant."
A plant. And you were like, hell yeah, I want a plant.
Hells yeah, put it in my basket. Uh, this is, I mentioned before, like, I had picked up a plant on a whim, and then now I have too many plants.
Uh-huh.
The first one that I got, although it has died since because I got really depressed, the plant just got sick and like I'll get into this too in a moment.
Yeah.
That one died. But I bought a new one today. It is a different variation of asparagus fern than to what I am used to because usually these are all really tiny and feathery. But this
Ah.
one is a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna have to do some
Bigger.
bigger, deeper looking into it. That's what I wanted to say. I wanted to go look for information.
Yeah.
So I know, yeah, but I'm excited. Yeah, so this was one of my first plants that I got. Cons, this one is toxic.
Yeah.
It stays in a spot where the cats will not find it because it is toxic and it sheds.
That's
All these
unfortunate.
all these little bitty bits, when they go yellow, they will just fall right off.
Just gone.
Does it
just
make my-
onto the floor
Yep.
like asparagus?
Yep. Like, yep. I have a small video that I took earlier today of the asparagus fern for you.
Oh, okay.
Can I get this to open up in...
If you put it in the show chat, I can pull it up.
Okay. Wait. Aha!
Ah,
No,
there you go. Well, that's
that's not correct.
yeah.
Nope, it just downloaded it. That's
Whoop,
fine. I
just
will
an
send
image.
it to you.
Okay.
And then Come on, machine. Function. I need you to be more functional than me.
Where'd you send it?
I
Oh,
think I
did you
DM'd it to you. It just
Okay.
might take a second to...
No. That's fair. Let me send it to the actual
Oh, right, because you
chat.
told me to put it in the show chat. I was so listening. Good.
It's fine. I got it. I'm just forwarding it. There we go. Okay. All right. Just this way I'm not like pulling up people's DMs on
Oh, that's fair.
stream, All right, let's take a look at this guy.
Okay, so, I got it, and it had two big parts coming off the sides of it.
Yeah. Oh, you're just giving this guy a little trim.
Yeah, so I bought this guy, and immediately I just trimmed it. I was trying to get the yellow bits off first, because I'm like, hey, see all these little yellow bits? They need to go, because they're not going to be happy, and I probably can't save it.
Yeah.
And at first I was trying to be careful, and like, I'll just get the yellow bits. I'll just try for the yellow bits. But then I got frustrated.
I see.
I was like,
trying to get that one little bit.
I just want that one little bit, and I was like, it'll bounce back.
It'll be okay.
So I just took out the entire...
Yeah, you just go for the whole thing. There it is.
So it's like, so why would you do that to a brand new plant? Look at how much green it is. You can tell that because it was so like flopped over for how small the pot that it's in is. Use both your hands. I was filming. One hand had a camera in it. I don't have a tripod to put my phone on, so we work with what we have.
Yeah, gotta do what you got.
Exactly. So I snipped off both this side and the other side. It is now a lot smaller, a lot more manageable, and I don't have to worry about these just randomly dying on me or trying to rubber band it together. It's all now its own pace, and it's gonna do better. I did, however, propagate the pieces that I snipped off that were green, because if they can root, that means I get more plant, and that's really cool.
More plant.
More to come. Help! It doesn't end. They have taken root in my brain.
Yeah.
So this one over here, I refer to as my mother cow.
Yeah,
because she is a big mama. She's a big heifer. Look at how gorgeous those big leaves are. Look at how many babies she's put out!
So many babies. So many.
So many, to the point where usually...
That's like 5 new plants right there.
There's like 6, maybe 7.
That's crazy.
She's at the point where I've left them sitting for so long that this branch is about to go off and just drop it and like let go, because it's like, okay, I don't need you anymore. Because this is like fresh ones, this like bright yellow, like beigey kind of stick. These ones are starting to turn dark and get really thin. So that means I need to cut them off and put them in water so they can start making roots and start making babies, because I don't want to just throw them in the garbage, because that feels disrespectful to the plant. It's alive.
Yeah, that's a living thing.
It's a living thing. There's the propagation for the bits that I cut off for the asparagus fern. The water's kind of blue because I used fertilizer. When I was watering my plants earlier, I've been using a lot of fertilizer. I can talk about that now. A lot of people, and the second thing that makes people's plants die, and why you're like, oh, the plants I use after like a year, they just die. I don't get it. Hi, your dirt has nutrients in it.
And you gotta refill those.
And eventually, you need to refill those either by replanting your plant after a year in some fresh dirt, or by using fertilizer. Fertilizer comes in all different kinds of forms. I use these little powder packets that turns the water blue. And then I water all my plants with it, and it's been helping quite a few of my plants bounce back a little bit, because I didn't realize how badly they needed it, but my brother did, and he's like, here, use this.
Ah, I see.
Yep. And, sometimes they come in little sticks that you just stick into the dirt, or sometimes they're a powder that you stick in, and once you water it, it'll get into the dirt and, like, disperse the nutrients. But either way, fertilizer comes in a lot of shapes and sizes. utilize it, use it. It makes your plants happy. It feeds them. It helps. These are all the seeds that I'm gonna start putting in. I got these little pucks of dirt for sprouts.
Right.
I have a whole bunch. We got a whole bunch of different kinds of flowers. I picked up a lot of vines because I live in an apartment, and a good way to extend your gardening space if you do not have a lot of horizontal space is to go vertical. So
Right.
you can definitely use trellises and like sticks and poles to make your pot go bigger.
Yeah.
So I have morning glories, which grow up trellises. They'll
Hell
be very
yeah.
nice. I got this cypress vine that has this big, beautiful white flower that it shows on here. I don't know if it's going to actually produce that, but it'll be nice if it does.
Mhm.
I have this little packet.
I've been wondering about that
night
this whole
garden.
time.
I bought it at a witch shop in a city north of where we live.
Hell yeah.
And they had a whole bunch of these little mixtures in these very nicely packaged mixed, like, these little pretty packagings. This one caught my eye, and I'm like, okay. So I bought it, and now I have it, and I've had it since, like, the summer of last year, and I had to wait till it was sprouting season. Now we're getting close to sprouting season. We also got forget-me-nots, and then in terms of food, I'm excited for the food. Food is always good. You know what's the best thing about growing plants? The ones that are edible. And then
Yeah,
you get
fair.
the joy of, one, I grew this, it's natural, and I did it myself, so it tastes extra good. We got 2 kinds of peas, tomatoes, chives, lemon balm, because I've heard that's good for helping keeping gnats away.
Hell yeah.
So that's more of just I'm growing for an in general thing. And then spinach
Spinch.
and chives.
Spinach
Chives
and
are another
chives.
really hardy one.
Hell
You
yeah.
can cut them down as many times as you want. They'll just keep growing, and then you have chives forever.
That's fair. I've wanted to start an herb garden for like forever, but you've seen my schedule.
I've seen your schedule. And I've seen your schedule. I do think that once things get warmer, if you got like a hydroponic tube or you just like got it started, you probably could. You've
Okay.
got plenty of like outdoor space.
I have so much
And
outdoor space. That's what I was thinking of.
you
Like
have
every time I talk to somebody about plants, I'm like, I have so much space for gardens and plants, but I don't have any time to do them.
set time aside, take a weekend, and even then, once you get it all like rooted and started, it'll be fine. The biggest thing I can tell you all about plants and why you all think that you'll suck at taking care of plants is you're so worried about like standing over it and making sure it's going to be okay and worrying about your plants. With plants, less is more. They don't want you to be helicopter parenting over them. There's little things that'll happen in the season that you can't stop, like hail.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to damage your plants. You can try to save them as best you can, but
You'll plant
reality
so much mint in my
is
yard.
just leave them alone.
Chives, green onions, mint. Hell yeah.
Yeah, they'll go. Chives just love to go. I had a chive plant growing up next to my house when I was a kid, and every like spring to summer, my mom would just give us the scissors and be like, "I need chives. Go get them."
Go get some chives.
Yeah, and it renews. It just grows back every year. So yeah, just try plants. You'll be pleasantly surprised with how little effort you need to actually put into them. What's my last? Oh yeah, and my last slide is talking about my, not my plant. So, did we get a count on how many plants I have?
I did not take account on how many plants you had.
Hold on,
It's a few.
let's go do some math here.
Yeah.
1, 8, 9, 13.
Looks like 24.
24 plants. 24 plants. More to come.
Many more to come. Grow plants you can make tea with? Oh, you're so right. I love tea.
Yeah, do that. This plant lives in my house. It is not my plant. This is my brother's plant.
Okay.
And this is also my brother's plant, but it's sort of my plant because I've had it for almost 2 years now. But my brother lives with me now.
Yeah.
So this is where I say sort of my plant. He's my nephew. Fun story. My mom likes plants. I talked about this earlier, and how she was kind of one of the reasons I didn't like plants, because she'd be like, "You're taking care of my plants for me," when I didn't like being forced to do something that wasn't my own choice.
Yeah.
Uh, Now I do, and I found out that this beautiful plant could have been in my home and getting lots of light. My brother, when he moved into one of his living situations, the one he was in before me, he couldn't have plants because there was like 6 cats
Ah, I see.
in the house, and he didn't know what to do with plants. And I get a call from my mom one day being like, "Hey, you have some succulents and they look like they're doing okay, right?" I'm like, "Well, they look like this, but they're doing fine. They're alive." So she's like, "Cool, can you come get this plant that your brother dropped off with me? Because I'm bad at taking care of succulents. They always die in my watch." I'm like, "Okay, cool, that's fine." So I picked up this plant, and I've been taking care of it for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
My brother shows up at home one day with this one. And I'm like, "Where'd you get that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's mine." What? He's like, "Yeah, I picked it up from mom and dad's because mom's been watching it for the last little while." So I found out that my mom was given 2 plants.
Uh-huh.
And she kept the prettier one for herself. And my brother wasn't exactly pleased with her because he's like, "Yeah, usually when plants grow," he knows a lot more about plants than I do. He's been into it more than I have, and he's retained a lot more of the information than I have.
Okay.
When plants grow, typically their leaves get bigger as they grow because that shows that they are healthy, and it should be smaller at the bottom, bigger at the top.
Right, okay. This makes sense.
Yeah. He got this back, and a lot of the leaves up here are smaller because my mom didn't take care of it as
Aw.
well as he wished she had.
Right, yeah.
She certainly liked having it, and he was just kind of like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to cut these off. I have to do this, and I have to do this, and also it's like super dry, and it's clearly hasn't been watered in a hot minute." And he was just like, "God damn it." And I was like, "What do you mean she gave me this one and I could have had this one? I would have taken like so much love and care to it." And he's like, "I wish you had taken care of it because your plants are looking great."
Yeah, your plants you're doing very well, actually.
They're alive. They're doing pretty okay.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about my outside plants. I only have planters. I don't have a box, so anything that's outside tends to die off when winter comes because their roots can't get deep enough into the ground to stay warm and keep themselves insulated during the winter. So everything I have out there dies. So yeah, this has been my talk about plants. I do think that you guys should get plants. If anyone lives near me, hey, hi, come hit me up in like April. I'll have so many spider plants. Do you want a soapsolato spider plant? This came from a real life streamer. Forget streamer girl bathwater. Have a plant instead.
Yeah. Why bathwater when you can have a plant? A thing that's living and breathing in your home.
Yep, you could have this alive thing that I grew. It technically kind of my child. Would you like to have some of my children? Wink.
All right. We're
closing it.
I don't know how to. I don't have a bit for this. I thought I had a bit for this, but then I didn't.
I'll also have pothoses. If you want any of these, or if you ever have any plant questions, be sure to ask me, or just be like, "Hey, Soap, check out my cool plant," and I will be like, "That is a cool plant. I love your plant. Yes, let the roots take hold in your brain. Let's assimilate, become one with the plants." This has been my little soapbox of telling you to get plants.
To get plants.
Get plants. They make your brain so good.
They make your brain. They fill your brain up with love and sometimes things that you can put in your mouth and eat.
Exactly.
Or put into hot water and drink.
Exactly. They're plants.
You talking about
plants good.
Yeah, plants good. You talking about getting like edible plants made me think about like what could I grow that I really like. And anyone who knows me very well knows that what my favorite thing is lemon. I love lemon chicken. I love putting lemon in like all kinds of things.
Girl! That has been one of my dream plants. It's been one of my dreams for a while. I want a lemon tree so freaking bad.
So I found out you can get like dwarf lemon trees in Canada. Um, they won't survive the winter, so you have to bring them in for the winter.
Yep.
So I'm currently thinking about my storage room, which is like, because you've been to my house, it's like not a small place.
Yeah.
I have a storage room where there's just a bunch of junk right now. If I cleared up enough space, I could theoretically have a couple of dwarf lemon trees that I take outside during the spring and summer, and then bring in for fall and winter.
Yeah. Do it. And even then too, getting yourself a grow light isn't that bad. Even you could just buy a cheap lamp, and then the bulbs are very cheap compared to grabbing like those whole big bar lights that are like, this whole bar of UV light is like $150, and it's like, no, you could just buy a UV bulb and stick it in a regular lamp, and it does the same thing.
Yeah, and then I just have I just put all my plants in my storage room, like any of the ones that I'm gonna have outside, and then I just put them in the storage room for the winter. So that's an option.
Yeah.
I could also like grow potatoes and carrots. Like I have enough room for a really nice garden.
There's so many ways to even like just do planter potatoes. I've seen people, they'll go out, they'll buy those cheap plastic ones, they'll get really big ones, and then they'll take the second one, cut out a whole bunch of like irrigation holes in it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much a skeleton of itself, and then put it back in the main one, fill it with dirt, and then put the potatoes in, and that way when the potatoes are ready, you don't have to dig super deep to get them. You pull the one that's inside out, and it just gives you like access to go in and get the potatoes really easy peasy.
That's really cool. You should send me that. Do you have a link to like a video of that so I can take a look at that?
I could easily go look it up.
Yeah. If you could send me one of those. Because I really want to start doing more stuff with my yard this year. Because like I've discussed, my yard is huge.
Yeah.
And honestly, being able to grow some of my own food would be pretty huge. And then I could like give some to my neighbors as well. What was that Animal Crossing noise? What was going on there?
I have an extension on my Google Chrome that whenever I type, it's...
That's pretty good. I love that. That's really
the
cute.
numbers. So it's not really a...
I wonder how hard it would be for me to build a greenhouse outside.
Not hard, considering you can buy them really cheap. It depends on what kind of greenhouse you want, because there's lots of really easy greenhouses you can get, just like the plastic ones that are easy to insulate, like they'll last the season. You can take them down during winter, or you can also do... Sorry, my brain is floating as I'm
let me show
collecting
people
stuff here.
what you're talking about here. That's really clever.
Oh yeah, for the potatoes.
Yeah. This is really clever for potatoes. Potatoes and onions are good bulk crops. Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
I don't like onions, but I can always give them away.
Onions are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, chives are a form of onion. They're green onion, where you just eat like the stalks.
The grunions.
Grunions!
Yeah.
Grunions!
Yeah, if I make enough food to share with my neighbors, I think that would be great.
Yeah. Other things you can do easy peasy in terms of a greenhouse. You could buy a storage shed. And if you are a DIY girly and like you know it well enough, this is the cheaper. There's two cheap options you can go. Okay. You can DIY it and get a shed for relatively cheap, and then cut out large holes for the windows and do a different roof where it's clear on top.
Right.
That's technically cheaper. It just requires a little bit more work added to it. Or you can buy a pretty sizable greenhouse from Costco.
Really?
Costco sells whole shed greenhouses that you can set up in your yard. That are decent prices. Yeah, go for it. I saw one when I went to Costco a couple months ago, and I was like, I kind of want... It's like $500-$600. I kind of want it. And my friend was like, I'm driving a Cadillac, not a truck. I'm not bringing home a greenhouse for you.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't have this kind of money, but Well, okay, hold on. I'm looking at some of these other ones. These aren't as expensive.
Yeah. And then you could look into getting a greenhouse proper with all the bits and bobs, the kit and caboodle.
Right.
Those are going to ring you up to like thousands of dollars, and they're a lot more difficult to like financially justify as opposed to just building one yourself and buying like my dream is to build like a birdcage style one out of repurposed windows.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't even care if the windows match. I just want to have like a octagonal hexagonal style round one where I can sit in the middle with all my plants and just vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, having a greenhouse, and then having like an area in the center where I can have like sit outside and have tea, well, surrounded by a bunch of beautiful plants, or like not even not even just beautiful plants, but like food producing plants and that kind of stuff. That would be awesome.
It'd be so good. It's my dream. Like, part of my dream house is having a sunroom / atrium greenhouse room.
Yeah.
Where I can just, like, have that big glass window room. And it's difficult in Canada to keep them.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to keep it warm. But it does still work. The part that gets difficult is making sure that the ventilation is done properly. Because if you have it properly ventilated, it will do what it's supposed to do and take the heat in and expel the cold and
just move to the equator. DIY covered boxes, covered phased boxes. Yeah, might be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna start thinking about solutions to my plant desires because I've wanted plants for a long time. I did actually used to have plants at some point. But yeah, so doing something a little more robust, I think, would be very nice.
Yeah. Robust. Good choice of word. Yeah. Plants good. Good for brain.
Good for brain.
They clean the air around you. You ever feel like the area that you're in, or like a lot of people when they smoke, they'll get plants, especially spider plants, because it helps renew the air. It has been proven that they do not clean the air as well as some people thought they did, but they still do produce fresh air in your apartments and in your home. So
anything's
it's not
better
be
than
like,
nothing.
Yeah. It's not going to clean out the smog that your city might be producing and pumping into your home, but it's still going to produce some fresh air for you to breathe in.
All right,
they also like music.
Yeah, I could play. I could wire up a little speaker system in a greenhouse, so I can play music.
They really do like music because, like, I mentioned before that they get excited when they hear you.
Yeah.
What they're hearing isn't exactly with ears. They sense the vibrations, and they can tell the different tones and vibrations in anything.
Yeah.
To a higher degree than, like, because we're not accustomed to understanding the tones of vibrations.
Right.
So they understand your tone and vibration to know that's you in the same way they have ones that they like. So anything that you have in terms of music that would be producing a lot of vibrations, for example, in a lot of botanical gardens and like greenhouses, you'll hear them playing a lot of classical music because it has a lot of strings, and strings is not only just sounds nice to the customers and the people exploring your botanical garden, it does produce enough vibration that the plants like it too.
Hell yeah. Teach my plants to enjoy bluegrass? Hell yeah.
I mean, it's in the name.
Yeah, I gotta teach my plants to enjoy some like real cool bass guitar riffs. Oh, you know what'd be fun?
They would.
You know what'd be really stupid, but like very fun?
What?
Giving yourself like entrance music, so you're like you can play it on the speakers when you're about to go into the greenhouse, so your plants always know. It's like, oh, I know who this is. I know who this is.
Like it's WWE out here.
Well, nothing that aggressive, but yeah, kinda. Boss music. Plays a bunch of playing heavy metal for them. Fuck. Yeah.
Like freaking one wing angel. Dun 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 dun.
I would just like choose a real like smooth bass riff, not riff.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. I will note that wrestler did once injured a megalovania. That's pretty good.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Let's start enjoying Justin Bieber, put it up on Facebook Marketplace. Look, just because your kids are acting up in ways you don't like, entering my greenhouse to Seinfeld.
Hey, during my greenhouse.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that, Bane.
I was gonna say for the last one of like, it's like my plants enjoying Justin Bieber, put them up for Facebook Marketplace. Unfortunately, although they are technically your children, it is not socially frowned upon to sell your plants online.
Entering my greenhouse to a drum, like a fucking rim shot. Fuck. God damn. Well, now I need to know what everyone would set as. So, if you were going to have entrance music for your greenhouse that plays so your plants know you're arriving, what would you choose? I am curious.
I do have a song that I've like for the last year have canoned as like this is my boss music, if that's what you're thinking of.
I mean, you could select that, I guess. I would personally choose something a little more mellow than boss music.
It is mellow. Hold on, I'll get it.
I would have it say Norm like in Cheers. Fair enough. Legitimate answer for me would probably be Don't Fear the Reaper. Aw, that's really good. I like that, actually. Romanticide by Nightwish. Hell yeah.
So this song is called Petrichor. Hold on, I have to figure out who it's from. Which it does mean rain.
Well, petrichor is
Like
specifically the smell of the dirt after rain, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Also, it would help if I could...
I know words.
You know
sometimes.
words.
I know so many words I sometimes forget simple words. Do you ever have that happen? Where you're trying to remember like a very simple word and you're like, I know this, but it's not coming to my brain.
Did you know that's a symptom of dyslexia?
I'm not surprised. Icor. It's not how I would spell it, but yeah.
There. I don't know if it comes through on the stream if I hit play, or I could just send it to you.
Is it copyrighted music?
I do not know. I'm so used to having my tracks separated out.
Just send it to me and I'll post the link in chat so people can go listen.
Cool.
Just because we don't want to
upset Daddy Twitch.
Yeah, we don't want to tempt fate here.
Yep.
There you go. If you guys want to hear what Soap would choose, go listen to.
It is nice. It is like pretty chill still, but it does like pick up and like hit some pretty good beats. I do like it.
Hell yeah. I'm going to listen to this immediately after stream.
Nice.
Well, damn.
And I do know we had mentioned it earlier, and I thought about it while we were talking about the words in my head coming out of my head now. The potato planter.
Right.
Really easy DIY hydroponics tube that I saw a video for the other day, which is a water pipe, just like a PLC water pipe, with holes cut into it, and then the guy had 3D printed a bunch of little cup holders that he then plastic glued onto the holes.
Right.
And then each one held a little cup for hydroponics, and there was a little distributor he had at the top, as well as a pump to go through the whole entire tube so that the water was constantly renewing and keeping everything damp.
There's a character in Shovel Knight that would tell you to pronounce it as Icor. I don't know if that's legit, but someone says Icor. It makes me think of that. Yeah, that's fair.
Icor.
All right. I've got an idea because we don't have that much time left to stream. So I got an idea, and you tell me if this is something that appeals to you. Do you want to make a fake little greenhouse real quick?
That makes me think of bananas.
What?
It's pretty appealing.
Oh, god damn it. You motherfucker. Alright, I've opened up Floor Plan Creator. So
cool. I will close.
see.
Whoops, I will close my my PowerPoint. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
All right, let's see here. What shape do we want this thing to be in?
I am partial to the Victorian style of greenhouses, where it's that like iron birdcage kind of look. So I had mentioned before that like the octagonal is really good, but there's also those really nice ones that are larger square and then the two smaller squares on either side.
A larger square with two smaller squares on either side? So like you're talking about oops. Is there any way for him to just like what do you mean two smaller squares?
Kind of like what you've got going on there. You could probably stretch it out a little because it's like two identical mirrored squares. And then part of the reason why the big square in the middle is so large is it is like people will put a big like round planter in the center.
Got it. Okay. So let me see if I can make some bullshit happen with this program here.
Go for it.
A sort of more octagonal thing. So we can kind of look at both and we can kind of decide what we want to do with this hypothetical greenhouse. So we're thinking something kind of like this. It's not going to be perfect because I'm going to try and do this quickly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking at maybe something like one of these. Are these separated by doors or like walkways or something?
Nope, it's all open plan.
Okay, so we would move this against this so that it comes... Oh, hold on. Can I get rid of this wall somehow? Yeah, there we go. Boom. Okay. All right, so which one of these is more appealing just looking at them off the top, off the dome?
I'll let you pick because for both of them, it becomes then what is the better floor plan because you're gonna have plants lining the walls. So which one would you rather exist in, knowing that there's gonna be plants going around all of them, and like each of the center spaces is where you're gonna be exploring?
I think the one that appeals to me is more this hexagon, like this.
Let's go with the
octagonal thing.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3,
because
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, that's an octagon. I had to count to be sure.
I think if we put, I'm trying to remember where everything is, like just plants everywhere around this motherfucker. Like I would want here's what I would want. Here I will see if I can I make a landing if I do this? Not quite. What if I just do another fucking room, but make it tiny or smaller? That might work. Can I just scale this whole thing down at once? Is there a way for me to do that? I hold shift? No.
Try hitting Alt, because I know that works in a lot of the art programs that I use. Nope.
Okay, well, I'll just have to like draw or something with it. But basically, I would want a second octagon in the middle, and that's kind of like a raised platform, and then like a walkway around the outside, and then like 2 layers of plants. So we'd have 1 layer on the very outside, and then 1 layer on the sort of interior track. If that makes sense.
Yeah. One way that I see a lot of people do these kinds of greenhouses is I mentioned that there's a large circular planter in the middle of some of them.
Yeah.
For like the big atrium, and then this style, they'll still do a circular raised one in the middle, and they'll put like big trees in the middle, in the center, because it helps with with the roof. So your tallest point's going to be in the middle.
Okay.
So whenever people do like the bigger plants, they'll put them in the middle. Or I've seen it done where they will do completely lining the outside. And if it is just like a small little greenhouse, like something you'd put in your backyard, Then in the middle goes your little garden furniture where you have tea.
Yeah. So yeah, I was thinking like garden furniture and tea and stuff. Just kind of doing a real bad job of this real swift so that we can look at it. But maybe, maybe I can do like, I guess I don't know how much space I could actually dedicate this. I'm trying to think of like actual dimensions of my backyard right now.
Yeah.
Because while I highly doubt I will ever have the time, money, and energy to build something like this, it's nice to think about.
It's nice to dream.
Yeah, exactly. It's nice to dream. So what if, so you were saying like a tree in the middle to help with like promote growth and like give the space a little more life.
Mm-hmm.
So what if there is a tree in the middle, and then on either side of this tree, like maybe there's like this landing extends out this way some.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a tree right in the middle, and then kind of in the front, like on that landing, that then there's stairs that go down here.
Yeah.
Then like the tea stuff is like right here.
That'd be cute. I even thought about it too, doing it like a horseshoe inside.
Ooh, okay.
Having a little inner ring of... So it kind of gives both the ideas where it's a raised platform with a whole bunch of planters going around the outside of it once more,
Yeah.
and then leaving the interior of it. You can still have like the tree towards the back where it's a bit more thicker and more area for the tree to be there, but then have the tea area like right underneath the tree.
Yeah. Because yeah, I do think being under the shade of the tree is very appealing, actually. I think you're right. So something like more like this, and then like this is what you're kind of talking about with the horseshoe, right?
Kinda. Hold on a second here.
And then like we'd put this stuff here. Trying to find chairs in this program. Kitchen.
Okay,
it would be really great if I could grow coffee beans, but I know that's a fucking difficult time here.
Oh, 100%.
That is a huge, difficult, hard task in Canada.
It is not a good time.
No.
I can show you this. Where's my thing? There's my thing. So, this is just a hexagon, so you're gonna have to bear with me here. So we got the hexagon and then a smaller hexagon inside. And then I could stand to make this thicker.
Where are the chives?
Thicker than a Snicker.
The chives will be...
the chives are where
there.
your soul goes.
Yeah, yeah.
Chives are for the soul. This around, and then dirt. Lesser dirt. Okay. And then I'm just going to do a whole rotato on this all, even though it's like...
It's a little wonky.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's a little wonky shape, but it's
yeah.
fine. So...
There's our entrance, I'm assuming.
Yep, there's our door.
Mm-hmm. It's got character, that's right.
This...
That's our like raised platform.
And then this one coming out a little bit more for that larger tree, even like giving it a bit of a birth.
Oh, okay.
And then you get your own little...
I do like this a lot.
And then out here, we have all the different planter space, which could be shelves. It could be like beds. It could be just a whole bunch of spots for planters. It could be anything, but this is all plant space,
Yeah.
walkway, and then because of the walkway working like that, it's actually quite feng shui, and it does the whatchamacallit spiral.
The golden ratio.
The golden ratio! Welcome
Yeah.
to my greenhouse, the golden ratio.
Yeah, so this is basically exactly what I was thinking of, but I think I like what you've done with the tree a lot more in moving it closer to the top.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, having the plants on the outside, the track, and then a set of like raised plants that go up to like a walkway type, or like not a walkway, the T area, and then that tree in the back, that is beautiful. That is kind of, I think, a better version of what I was trying to explain.
Yeah, I don't have a fancy architecture program that gives me the exact dimensions, but I am an artist and I can do such terrible things such as drawing a floor plan with no measurements or drawing people pregnant.
That's true. You have the power.
I have the unfortunate power.
I will send you this in case you ever want to use it. It's a free web tool.
Thank you.
I use it for planning when I'm dreaming about the studio and getting a separate physical building than my own, like then doing everything out of my basement. I use this often to fantasize about what that would look like.
Nice. It is a nice program.
Yeah, it works well. You just need to like
quickly listen.
Don't draw me pregnant.
Don't tempt me.
Pregante.
Can you get pregante?
All right. Well, thank you very much for. Don't make me a Luigi board. Thank you very much for showing us about your plants and talking about plants and hanging out and talking
thanks
about
for having me.
Yeah. Was there any like closing thoughts? You've got a couple of minutes before I'm gonna cut you off.
If me sitting here talking about plants hasn't gotten you excited about plants, I at least still encourage you to put fake ones in your space because having plants is like genuinely really good for your brain. It makes your space feel like very decorated and more alive. And overall, I just genuinely think plants are good for us. We live in a symbiotic relationship with them. We need them and they need us.
Yeah, absolutely. Plants are amazing. I do recommend them. I did used to keep plants at some point, and you've really made me want to do so again.
Good.
If you come over to my house,
this is good news.
Sometime this summer, you may find me in a construction project in my backyard.
I'll help. Heck, come get me, and I'll help you build it.
Oh my god. All the plant talk making me look forward to spring. Yeah, plants are amazing. Whiskey's amazing. Soap is amazing. Yeah, a lot of amazing stuff.
Wah. So many amazing beans. I mean, everyone here is amazing too. So like,
yeah, we got a great community here. Very happy with the wonderful people that tune in all the time. And I'm really happy that we have the kind of community that we can bring somebody on and just have them gush about something they love for a while, and that's something that's awesome.
Aw, I'm glad. I'm glad that you had me, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it, and everyone is here and is like, hell yeah, speak more. I will throw one more controversial opinion. This is my shoot me if you don't want to believe me. Eating plants is still not vegan.
Well, yeah, we've established plants are alive and that they care
plants
about
are alive,
you when you come in.
They can't talk. Yeah, and the whole thing about being vegan is only taking from things that can consent. Plants can communicate. They do, and they are alive. They can't give consent, so the only thing that you could really eat at this point is anything artificial or people. I hate to say it, but people are vegan.
I guess
people can consent.
I guess we're gonna have to photosynthesize. I guess we're just gonna have to evolve.
Yep, we're gonna have to evolve.
Okay, fruit, pretty good.
Fruit still isn't vegan because you're taking something that a plant has produced without its permission. It's the same reason why eating honey is technically not vegan, depending on people's definition of it. I know a lot about vegans because I worked with one, and they made it like I would ask them, it's like, "Hey, I'm getting this. Is this count?" And they're like, no, because it has this, and that's not." They would tell me. They would tell
Okay.
me. I was
Sure.
interested to know.
So what did they eat then? If they couldn't like eat anything?
I believe like anything synthetic. So if it's grown in a lab, they can have it. Again, people. Water is vegan.
Is salt vegan? Asks Okami.
Salt is vegan because
It's
we
inorganic.
haven't found
Yeah.
a way to prove that crystals can communicate.
Fair enough.
So
Right.
yeah, eat rock, I guess, if you want to be vegan.
Consume rocks.
Consume rocks. It's vegan.
It's vegan. All right, I'm gonna shout out. So one last time here. If you're not already following Soap, please do me a favor and go follow Soap. But we are gonna call it one more thing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna call it a stream after Okami asks one more thing. And I'll send y'all off to my raid target for today. Watching chat with bated breath.
I'm sitting here too. It's like, what you gonna say? What are you thinking about?
The Stone Bitter from Neverending Story is vegan?
No, because that has consciousness and Stone Bitter would have to consent. That's the thing about veganism. It's about consent, which is a great principle. However, unfortunately, if we wait for everything to consent, we're gonna starve.
Yeah, we would all die of starvation. Is a vegan. Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, Bitter is a vegan. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they eat the rocks, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, Stone Biter. It's not Bitter. It's Stone Biter.
I've never
'Cause he
seen
eats
Neverending
rocks.
Story, so I did not know.
I saw it once when I was a
autocorrect that in
kid.
my
It's kind
brain.
of traumatic.
Okay, good to know.
It's really good. Don't get me wrong. It's up there with The Princess Bride.
Oh, that's
but
crazy.
Both are about a story being read and like having the entire story acted out while this kid is having a story read to them, and the entire production of the story is so incredible. Falcor is one of my favorite dragon designs, and it's cool.
Fair enough. All right, well, thank you all for joining us for Show and Tell with Soap Solotl. If you have not followed, please go ahead and do so. We're going to send you all over to our friend Reki, who is currently playing Pokemon Puzzle League. I have been Whisky TK. Joining you has been my wonderful, amazing friend, Soap Solotl.
Blah, 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 blah.
Make sure to join us tomorrow morning for Vetus, and if we don't see you then, we will see you whenever next it is we see you. It's been wonderful having you. We love you, and good night.
Good night. Goodbye. Farewell. Bye.
Pow.